Good evening. This is Frank Korea, and the 5 minute here report on the Florida governor's race. It's coming across the wire right now that, according to Matt Dixon of Politico, that Jeanette Nunez, state rep from Kendall, is going to be Ron Desantis' nominee for lieutenant governor. And just a little bit of a background from her. She's been in the state house for 8 years. She's term limited. In Florida, it's 4 and done. And she originally represented the seat of David Rivera. Pretty much non-controversial. One of the few people in Tallahassee, especially from South Florida, that most people say not a controversial candidate. She's pretty much won every primary pretty handily. She represents District 119, which is Kendall. She's which includes some of the campus of FIU, some of the splinter campuses. She's a FIU grad, both a double grad, BA, and public administration master's. She's a mother of 3, married, and kind of known as a lieutenant when the now disgraced Jack Lavella was the state senator. She helped get through helping with undocumented immigrants get the same in-state tuition for Floridians, and she's worked with Marco Rubio on the time bill. So in Florida, there's a move to go to one time zone, at least for not getting rid of daylight savings. So in the summer, we'd be in the Eastern time zone, and in the winter, we would be in the Atlantic time zone. So we never have to switch our clocks. And then the Central time, they would be in the Eastern during the summer, and or they would be in the Central during the summer and then Eastern during the fall. Pretty good pick. Cuban, bilingual. And this is sort of the moving check pieces. So it's going to be a little bit harder now for Gillum to put up Graham as his nominee. I didn't think that was a real case anyways. You don't normally pick your vested foe. Now, granted, Graham, because she never took him seriously as a candidate, she never really fired a bunch of arrows. But normally, if you take somebody who you beat in a primary, it's somebody that you didn't necessarily think of as a hard choice, but that adds something to the ticket. If you look back to 2008, the presidency, obviously Barack Obama was not in the same league as Joe Biden, but Joe Biden added a lot of details that could help round him out. Gillum's going to need that. I don't think that's going to be Graham. I think he's probably going to have to look south too, and we'll see what Democrat he chooses here in a couple days. But looking like it's coming across the wire that it's going to be Jeanette Nunez, and hopefully our Miami-Dade representative will be our second straight lieutenant governor down here from South Florida. Like and subscribe, and if news breaks on the election, we'll get to it. I'll do a full 5 minutes tomorrow on polls and why poll numbers actually do mean more than they think, and why they actually are important. So when everyone says a poll is bad, is it really bad? I'll go over some things that actually prove when polls are meaningful and when polls suck. But if you want to look at a good poll on the election, go to the St. Pete Times poll. Everything's within the margin of error, both in the Senate race and the governor's race, and they were pretty close on the primaries. But I'll go over what makes a good poll, and how you got to glean through the good and the bad. Like and subscribe, and this has been 5 minutes with Frank Korea on the the intended announcement of Jeanette Nunez as a lieutenant governor candidate for Republican Party here in Florida.